I'm live. All right. It happens every night. It's amazing. It's sort of like each time it happens, I think, okay, is it going to happen? Because it's tricky for me learning this StreamYard thing. But it comes and it happens, and hopefully somebody will come on. In the meantime, what I've been doing is reading my SP Declare. And we are down to my overts, my bad deeds that I did that made them decide to declare me an SP. And you have to remember that Hubbard, hey, there's some friends. Hi, Artest, the stupid horse. I love that. And mythical Hoovian. All right. Hello. How are you guys? I'm just showing my SP Declare. Usually if no one's there, I'll start reading it, but you guys are here. So hello. Hi, it's Annie. Hi. Good to have you guys here. I hope you've had a good Sunday. It's been really cold and wet here. Hey, Verity. Hi. Hi, Ann Catherine. Nice. Bach Buddy. All right. Good morning to the marvelous Miss Magoo from Minnesota. All right. Hi, Christina. Hi, Cajun. Hi, Mythical Woovian 1014. I just watched the video Mark Bunker posted about you. Really? He posted another one? I didn't see the earlier one was just his first live stream thing, but I didn't know that what was it about? I'm just curious because I didn't see it. Good evening, Tori from Florida. Hi, Jay Bat. And hi, Alberta. Or Albert. And no, I don't want to buy malware bytes. Okay, so anyway, tonight I want to talk to you about the trap. You know, we've talked about it a lot, but I know you guys kind of think, how can somebody get stuck in something like that? Dancing, okay. And first of all, you have to remember, that I got in 1969. So there was no internet for years and years and years. I mean, really until the 90s. And even then, it didn't really jump until the 2000s, I think. But so it's an easy way to get snagged into something when you don't have access to it. That's one of the great things about the internet, because anyone can, I told you all the time, I give someone my card and I say, here's the information. They won't tell you. So go learn it and, decide for yourself, because I know no one is going to read the information, the facts about their abuses and join that group. It's just not going to happen. Hi, Arlene. Back buddy. Okay. He's posted MacBook dancing in Boston. Oh, Magoo dancing in Boston. Reposted the higher definition. All right. Look good. Good. He told me he was working on that, on a higher definition thing. Good. I'm glad. I want to see it. Yeah. Because I wish I could put it on here, but I don't know how to do that. But he does. Like I said, he's an Emmy award-winning editor, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with some of his stuff. I'm sure it'll be good. So, greetings from Canada. Is it cold there? It seems like it would be cold still. It's cold here. It's rainy and cold, but tomorrow it's going to be 70. So, go figure. It's just weird. Our whole planet. It's such a great video of you. I love it. I love it too. It's a fun video. And especially because I had no idea he was filming me. And, I was just there talking to the staff and waking up. I mean, that is where I decided to speak out, was in that video. And I watched the thing where I was telling you guys, but I left out a key thing, which was the guy was across the street filming me. I went into the van to cool off. And he kept filming me, and I kind of waved at him, which I said in the last video. But the difference is he came all the way across the street, and he put his camera in the window. And that was it. That's the second where I went, that's it. I am not under the radar anymore. I have a lot of things to say, and I'm going to start saying them. And you see me go out and go, Andres, because it was just like, I'm free now. I'm really free. So that it was it's their loss because they've really tried to shut me up with their muzzle Tory and their 25-step program that Natalie actually read a bunch of that. If anybody missed it, it's over on Natalie's site. She went through a bunch of it. She went through a bunch of it. We're going to do more of it, but it's creepy. It's really creepy to see how deep they will go to try to hurt someone. Please remember to hit the like button. Thank you, J-Bat. Warming up slowly here. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, it's kind of the same here too. It's been really a long winter, very long, cold winter. Hey, Queen Tori, Ashley says, I always miss your lives, but watch replays. I'm Ashley. I protest Scientology in San Francisco. All right. Thank you for being such a strong, kind woman. Well, you're welcome. Thank you. Here's her thing, Ashley Andrews. So if anybody's up in San Francisco, you guys should connect up. We have that lady, Fluffy Squirrel, is that her name? And she's keeping track. She's in the UK, and she's keeping track of all the cities in the world, I think, and where there's people that want to protest. So you could contact her and see. Morning from San Bernardino. All right, YRB. And your energy is great. Thank you. Almost 4 a.m. here in Florida. Wow. Yeah, you guys have been partying. At least if you're in Clearwater, they've been partying all night. It looks like they've really had a good time. It's been fun to see. It really has. She has a list of all the protesters. She's been such a huge help. And did I get her name right? Is it Fluffy Squirrel in UK? Is that it? If anybody remembers it exactly, please post it there because I want to make sure everybody gets that name. I should put it on my list with the banners. Let's see if I can put it here. I don't know how to do it though. Oh, wait, it says create a banner. Ooh, all right. Well, I'm going to go back to the comments and then, okay, so it's Fluffer Squirrel. Okay, it's Fluffer Squirrel. Fluffer Squirrel. Okay, good. This is her name, Fluffer Squirrel UK. All right. So I'm going to just write that down because I want to make a little thing so I can find her because that's important. That's really, I love when people do things like that. Fluffer Squirrel. So it has 2 R's, 1 L, and then UK. Okay. All right. Good. Thank you very much, Ashley. I appreciate that. Scientology has been posting a lot of hate videos on the protesters on Twitter. I stay away from Twitter for that reason. I mean, Twitter to me is nothing but just, a place for people to screw you over. And it's just awful. I mean, it's very short little sentences and people are always picking on each other and stuff like you said. It's just hate. Oh, here we go. Ooh, this looks cold. Jetty bug. I'm in Saskatchewan, Canada, and the nights are still cold. It's 7 degrees here. Oh, 45 degrees. That's cold. And what is this? Wait. What did I miss here? What's this? Raid. All right. Dawn Gloves said raid, high gloves, high Tory. All right. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys because it looks like you're talking together. Mystical Wovian 1014. Did you see all the farther? Did you see the farther go into the Sydney Australian org looking for his? Oh, the father. Oh, no, but I read about it. I didn't see it, but I read about it, and he didn't have any luck as far as I know. That's what I read. If he did, let me know. I'd like to. It's always such a bummer with the parents. It is. It's like when you think of the trap, like when you get in Scientology, one of the things they do is find your buttons, right? And we all have buttons. Everybody does. Something that bugs you. And they find that, and then they go, well, there's a good chance we could help you. They used to say, we can fix that. But then, of course, obviously that got weird. So now they say there's a chance we can help you. And they always want to get you in the org. And they always want to sell you something right away. Buy a book. And Hubbard was really big on selling books. Oh, all right. That's nice. Now, wait. Cricket, Chow Young Smut, told us to come over and raid your channel. Okay, what does that mean you're going to raid my channel? Is that like a bad thing or that's a good thing? Tell me what that is. I don't know that term. Welcome raiders. Here's somebody who's saying welcome raiders, so maybe it's a good thing. Raid. Well, if it's a good thing, then is it a he or a she? I don't know. Thank them. Twitter and Reddit made for haters who hide behind keyboards. Yeah. That's what it feels like. And I never hear anybody saying, I was on Twitter and I learned this. It just isn't conducive to that. It's kind of just people picking at people, getting upset, and then fighting and stuff like that. And I just thought, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not. It's just, what's the point? Okay. So, okay. What is a raid? What does that mean? I know what a raid means for other things, but I don't know what it means here. So with live stream. So someone tell me. We have left Chow's live and joining yours. Is that what the raid is? That's what that means? You come over here and raid over here? Cool. Well, thank you. If that's it, if that's what it is, that's what a dose of rose. That's nice. That's what they're saying. Okay, so Chow sent us to you. Well, that was nice of Chow. All right, everyone can't wait for your next video with Bunker to come out. It's been decades in the making. I know. Mark is good, so there's no question about it. His videos are going to be fantastic because he's an Emmy Award-winning editor, so he knows how to edit and do things opposite of me. That's why it was so funny when Aaron said, can you believe Magoo beat you on the live stream? And that's why it was so funny, because I'm like kindergarten in computers and he's like PhD in computers. So it was very funny to them. And it was funny to me too. I was laughing too. I hadn't even thought of that. I'd never thought of it in those terms. Okay. Oh, raid means, thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Wait a minute. I don't want to delete the comment. A raid means someone sent them here. Ah, cool. All right. Well, definitely, please, someone tell Chow thank you for sending you guys over here. And I hope you subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 25,000, which I know isn't that much for a lot of things, but it is for me. I was at 23,900 for 100 years. And then I got with the live stream friends and boom, it went up to 24. And now I'm almost up to 25. And it'd be really fun if some of you guys subscribed. So please do. Thank you. All right. So a raid means someone sent them here. Okay, good. All right. It's a good thing she just ended. Oh, that's nice. Well, that's a nice thing. That's really nice. And it's true because I think I'm the only one up at this hour. Okay, so here's a comment from Bottoms Up. The Times Square protesters were given a chalk tech warning. Wow, C of S is upset because they have to clean it. So the police gave a final warning. Interesting. Well, what if they say we'll clean it up when we leave? It's a possibility. It's another way to handle it. Because I get it. I can see their point, and they basically don't want people to see what you're writing. So that's why they want it. They don't care about it being clean. They just don't want anybody to see it. But the police are going to say they have to keep it clean. So I would say, all right, how about if we put the chalk out in the day, and when we leave at night, we'll wash it down. I mean, it's one way of doing it, because you would definitely get your message out. The other way is just do signs, because signs are really good too. We use signs for years, and you get a lot of response from people, because then they know what you're, the way it is now with live streaming, the live streamers that are watching the stream know what's going on, but the people driving by have no idea. And I think Jessica put up that sign, honk if you think it's a cult. And she didn't even say honk if you think Scientology is a cult, which she would have got 20,000 more honks if she put Scientology. But she just said, if you think it's a cult. And it took a while, but she's really good at, come on, honk, come on, do it. And finally, they all started honking. It was really great. And that's just with one sign. So I said, we all have to get those signs, because I think, one DOA has electric ones where you can just type it in. He's got it on his van, and you can type in messages. That's cool. And I like hers too, because someone send it to her and you can write on it, and it's real lit up in really cool colors. So it's very, you can't miss it. It's good. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Jay Bat. If you're in the raid, be sure to hit the like button. Thank you. And subscribe, because you guys are from another place. How neat. Somebody can you post Chow's? Because I don't know that thread. I don't even know that thread. So, oh, damn, they got a chalk tech warning. Yeah. But we'll work it out somehow. Chow Raid, loving you. And what is Chow's whole YouTube site? What is it? Just Chow? It can't be Chow, because that'd be too many. The raid is good. We're watching and liking. Thank you very much. Well, my thing is Midnight with Magoo, because basically in the day everybody's doing their day stuff, and there's so many people doing live stream that I just thought, and they, anyway, I just thought, I'm a night owl anyway. So I thought, well, I'll see if anybody will come. I honestly didn't know. I thought maybe 3 or 4 people would be up this late. And it's turned out to be fantastic, because it's like 4 different continents are on here often. It's like Australia, America, South America, the UK, and then there's Ireland, Scotland, Wales, so it's really fun to see different people from different countries come around, and different states. It's really great. Awakened by the looking glass reflection. That's nice. Sending showers of love from you, from Chow Young Smut. All right, I got to write that down too. Sorry, but if I don't write them down, I won't know how to join his. Is it he or she? Smirt. Or do you know? Or should I not ask? It's so weird with this day and age. I was like, oh, don't ask, if it's male or female, because it could be, like some people now, they want to be they. And it's like, okay, let's make it a little more complicated. Well, please send awakening by the looking glass reflection. Please send showers of love to Chow Young Smut. I would really appreciate that if you would. That would be great. Thank you. And thank you for saying that. And thank you guys for coming over here. It's wonderful. You just came by to yell raid. Well, all right. So do you want to hear about the Scientology trap or not? Would you like to ask me some questions? You have to let me know, because this is a whole group of raiders. So I can tell you a little bit about my crazy life, because you guys haven't heard it, but a lot of the other people have. Means another creator sent them here. That's great. I really love that. It's a good thing. Thank you. That's good. Lori. All right. And Dawn Glove said the same thing. It's a good thing. Thank you. Jay Bad, it's a good thing. Another creator sent that. Wonderful. That's really nice. If you guys could please let them know, thank you from me. It's a good thing. We're friendlies. Woohoo! All right. That's fantastic, Kimberly. I like friendly people. I'm kind of a friendly person myself. And I don't I will say I don't do great with, you know, just people picking on each other. It's kind of a policy of mine, not going to happen here. Go somewhere else. Because we all live through enough stuff every day, all day. I like to have a place where it's kind of fun. We tell stories. My grandfather was a really great storyteller. So I try to tell people different stories. And this one, I was going to talk about the trap, the Scientology trap. Like, how do people get trapped into? And it doesn't matter if it's Scientology, another cult, any kind of abusive relationship. I mean, how does that happen? And it's actually a very slow train, where like in Scientology, they find out your buttons and they start pushing them and they say, well, remember, Tori, you said that you had some concern about whatever, blah, and so we want to get you on the communication course. They always try to get everybody on the communication course right away. And actually, a lot of people have wins on that. Believe it or not, it's a very simple course. And now you can go and look at the different, what they call TRs, which are training routines. And the ones that are on the internet, they don't look too good. They really don't. But I had a lot of wins on it. I really did. I loved it, and I know a lot of other people did too. So, but that was the original one. It's changed since then and gotten much weirder, and that's just the way it is. That's the way Scientology is. Okay, we've come from a previous live. The Chow Young Smut sent us over to you. That's awfully nice. I don't even think I ever met Chow Young Smut. For me, it's a marketing tool. I never put too much time into Twitter. Yeah, me neither. Well, I'm never over there. I think I opened an account and I made. Do you know who Jessica Pamadessa is? She's the person who got me into live streaming. And her mother and I were talking, and she was saying, I forgot what she was saying. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was something that she was saying that you mentioned, that it's a marketing tool. I never put too much time into Twitter. I don't know. We were just both talking about how it just, it you can't really communicate on it. You can't, not really. All right. Awakened Looking Glass. We are trend setting. Oh, yeah. There you go. The trendsetters. I like that. Do you guys go from to all different, do you raid different places? That's kind of cool. Hit the like and sub, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, that's cool. I like this raiding thing. I'm going to join you guys. You have to let me know where we're going to raid, though. That's the one thing that's weird about this live streaming for me here in LA. I live in LA and I'm 76, so I'm old. But I don't feel old, but I'm just saying I'm from a way older time when people use phones, and I still have I have a real like a regular cell phone, and I have an old phone because my old phone I escaped out in 2000 from Scientology after 30 years of being in it. And so I started speaking out, and because I'd put my name and address, or not address, but just my phone number and my name on the internet, all these journalists started calling me and wanting to interview me. And way back in 2000, we just had the little flip phones, and they didn't last that long. So I got one of these phones because the charge lasted longer. Now it's kind of ironic because you don't really need them. But I kind of like to talk on those old phones. So that's just me. It's old school, as you guys probably say. Okay, Megan Phelps Roper left her family cult. Oh, the Westboro Baptist Church. I know that because of people she met on Twitter. Wow. But that was years ago, and it's definitely not the same now. Interesting. So the people on Twitter helped her wake up. That's how with me, it was my friend in Norway, Andreas, who just passed away at a very young age, at 53 or something, or 59, I don't know, but in his 50s. But he was the one who helped me. He really helped me. I did a whole, if you wonder, if you really care, I did a whole escape series that I did originally in 2010, because so many people had asked me the same questions. So I thought, I'll just do this escape series, like how did you get in? What helped you wake up? How did you escape out? And so then just recently now, because I'm doing live stream and this is new for me. So the kids said, do it again, just redo it, because you'll think of things that you forgot then. So it's new on here. And it's you can just type in at the top, Tori Magoo 44, and just put + escape, and it comes up the escape series. And it'll either come up the new one or the old one. It doesn't matter. They both have the same story. You finally saw Dancing in Boston. Did you see that Mark raised a remastered version a couple of hours ago? No, I didn't. Yeah, someone here just mentioned that. And it looks good? You like it? Please continue the raid love forward. When your live is finished, send to another creator to carry it on. Okay, the problem is I don't know anybody up this late that, like by the time I'm done, I don't really know anybody, maybe in Europe, but I don't really know their channel. So if someone here, I'll look, and if you guys see someone that you go, oh, wait a minute, that person, that would work, then I can do it, because I like that. That's a good idea. I'll try Awaken. If I can find, some people that are awake, but they should be on here. Like, see, here's a chat from the Netherlands, Wilkie Hildebrand. Now, I don't know, Wilkie. Would you want to have, like, when I end off, because it's 12:48. What time is it there in the Netherlands? I think it's tomorrow. Anyway, I have to find someone later, so let me know. Tori, the number of subscribers is less important than the watched hours. Oh, that I didn't know. Thank you for letting me know that. All right, well, make sure everybody clicks the like button. Now I get it, because everybody always does say that. They say, click the like button. Hope everybody has a great day. Thank you, Ashley, Andrews. Yeah, thank you. Okay, you're saying good night. All right. We'll watch on the replay. All the best. Thank you. What country are you in? That's a funny name. Artax, the stupid horse. If you're in another country and you want anybody that isn't done to come over there, we can send them over there if you want. You may have more subscribers than Scientology has members. That I think is true for all of us, for sure. Okay. Hey, Heather. Someone's saying, hey, ooh, uh-oh. Hey, Tori. Hi, Joe Buchanan. Hello. All right. Okay, good. So this is the right person. Fluffer Squirrel, UK. She's the person that has all the names, from the different cities. Pup Groomer 20 has tons of. Oh, now what? I can't read this. What does it say? Pup Groomer 20 has tons of side on her community tab. I don't know what that means, tons of side. Does anybody else? Do you know? You don't know? No, I don't. I don't know what tons of side means. Meaning she has tons of space to put something there? I'm not sure. You have to let me know, Nicole. Just type it at the bottom. Poor DOA was swatted again. Yeah, he looked pretty happy, though. I mean, he was in Pasadena. I think it was actually today. I don't know if it was last night or today, but It looked like it was daytime. I saw the video, and he looked pretty happy because he talked to the cop, and they didn't make any kind of official thing, and they didn't handcuff him or anything like that. So he seemed pretty happy at the end. And now he has 5 SWATs or 6 SWATs. It's like, I don't know. I have no idea. It's nothing that I would want to be part of. I don't think he does either, but he doesn't really have a choice. They're after him, and there you go. Oh, okay, I see. Chow Young Smut is Cricket's channel. Now, do you mean crickets like nobody's there, or do you mean crickets like there's somebody named Crickets? See, I don't know these things, so you have to let me know. Oh, I got you. Okay, so Fluffer Squirrel has a comprehensive list of all the SPTV channels. Oh, I thought she had all the SPs. Good night. Okay, we already said that. Hey, Christina. A bunch of people saying hello and good night. Fluffer Squirrel. Okay. Now what's this? The protesters are missing a big opportunity, not having clear signs for those passing by and the sinos on vehicles. I agree. We always, we've been doing this since 2000, and we've always had signs. And there was a guy up in San Francisco, in fact, that was really good at making signs, and he made a lot of our signs, and they are fantastic. I mean, the lettering is really good, so it's not just somebody kind of scribbling something. They're really clearly written, and they're in really good paint, with good pens that are thick and colorful, so it stands out. So I agree with you on that one, Drifter Shelley. All right. Okay, good. Thank you. Good to know. Fluffer Squirrel UK. Well, she's definitely popular. Let's see. Okay, no, wait. I got to move on down. No, wait. Oh, now wait a second. Awakened by the looking glass reflection, Chow Young Smut is like a booth at Denny's for all of us to come sit and chill with great company after a long day. She's wonderful. Oh, good. But then she goes to bed. Is that what happened? So then she said, oh, go over and see Magoo. It's okay with me because I'm midnight with Magoo. That's kind of my purpose. Is I figure there's some people that are still up, and now obviously Europe and these other countries. I was really surprised about that, where they're like, we're waking up to you, and we're happy with that. So that's good. Okay, so it's a she. Someone just said it, and then I lost it. It's perfect. Okay. Okay. Oh, here you go. There you go. Chow Young Smut is a lady. All right. Good to know. And do you know where she is? She in China? Oh, and she's a woman named Cricket. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I didn't know if you meant it's crickets like there's no one talking. Okay, so her nickname is Cricket. Like mine is Magoo. All right. And do you guys know why I have Tori Magoo? You probably don't. A lot of these guys do. But just as in a nutshell, when I got this, it was 2008. And Mark Bunker showed up and said, here's your webcam from Anonymous, who was taking on the Church of Scientology at the time. And I said, what am I going to do with this? And so I just named it after my dad. My dad, I gave him the nickname Magoo. He's in the Football Hall of Fame. Then he was a broadcaster on TV for NBC. And he was really funny on TV. And just like I have these little eyes, see, my eyes are like pretty little. So his are really little like that too. So I called him Mr. Magoo. And his football number for the new people who haven't seen this is 44. There you go. And some kind man who just passed away, Mark Plummer, actually took the time to go find those cards. None of us kids knew he had football cards at all. He never said it. We never knew it. Okay. Okay, here you go. Tori asked that if you have a question, you write question in all caps first and ask complete sentences with detail. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be great detail, but just, enough so that you get the concept and it isn't like, what are you talking about? 111 people are watching. All right. And now my thing is I can see 123 people are watching, it looks like here, but I can't see the likes. So if you let me know that, that'd be good. All right. See you later, Ashley. Thank you for your help. Sadly, I need to get to bed. Good night, Kiko. All right. Caught some of Mark Bunker's first live streams today. Yeah. Good. I'm glad. Traps for now, please. Okay. All right. So basically, she gives a live every night at 11 to 12 Pacific time. We have a wild time over there. Join us. Tori, she gives a live every night. Over there, meaning over here, or me go over there? You have to let me know. Thank you. Oh, here's somebody who jumped in, April, and said, is that where everyone was last night? In Clearwater. Sorry, just jumped in. There were a lot of people. There was also Clearwater and what's the other one in Texas? Austin, Texas. I think they had a protest party there also. So some of the people from LA went there. Clearwater, they flew in from all over. Good morning, Hans. Good to see you as always. Okay, here's someone. I've been following you for quite some time. A few of my family members and friends are Scientologists. So was I until a decade ago. Let's grab a coffee. You give me a call or just send me a probably. Are you on? If you're on Facebook, the best thing is send me a private message, or you can send me a text, or you can send me. But this is my worst is the email. It's not because I get so much spam that I admit I miss things. I miss a lot of stuff. So my friends all know to either text me or send me a private message saying check your email if they're going to send me an email. Is your escape series on your playlist? I think it's just type in up at the top. It says Tori Magoo 44 and then just put a plus sign escape and it'll come up. I don't know where it is as far as the playlist. I don't know. Yes, I went back and watched your escape series. Thank you for speaking out. You're welcome, Marla. I'm glad. Did you like it? I mean, it's most people that see it, it's pretty intense. It really is. Okay, here's someone. I was watching your old videos earlier today and stumbled upon your video, Andreas and Tori having fun. Andreas seemed like such a wonderful human being. He was gone too soon. Very true. And same for Bob Minton. There's another video with Bob and I having a pie fight. And it is funny. It is really funny. I'll have to try to find it, but I know you can Google it and put, Bob Minton, Tori Chrisman pie fight. You look very pretty tonight. Thank you. You seem very young to me. I am in spirit. My brother, this is my brother's birthday. So I'm always celebrating because he's a wonderful brother. I have two wonderful older brothers. And today's David, who's the younger, older brother. We're just like 1 year apart. And he started me waking up. He kept saying people were dying in Scientology. And he kept saying, look, I know we're like 1 year apart. And I know one person who's dead. And every time I talk to you, another one of your best friends has died. And that did, it does make you start thinking. It's just interesting. Okay, now what's this? I know William Streets because of Twitter. We both live in Hollywood, active in LA politics, and drag LAPD. I gotcha. Good, Charles. He's a great guy. It's been a real joy to get to know him. Everybody that I've met, I've been like so blessed and happy that I've met everybody. It's just been wonderful. It's kind of amazing to me. It really is. I'm 76. It's like I have this whole new family of friends, and it's just really, it's very sweet. They're very kind, all of them. They're really nice people. Okay, so SPTV Never Ends might still be on. You mean when we end? Yeah, could be. Tori, you're a true survivor. Thank you, Janet. You're very brave when you left in 2000. Amen on that. And you were fair game so badly. Yeah, I was. We've watched a number of your live streams before. Love you, Tori. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I mean, it was the people that were there know. I mean, it's just, people get upset because somebody got mad at them. And I'm like, these people were hired by the Church of Scientology to pick on me and just make me wrong and lie about me 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And I have a program that's written the goal was to muzzle Tori. And one of those people, one of them, the policeman came over and we filed a police report on him. So that was the end of that guy. And the other, because they put my phone number and my name on a porn site, and these porn guys started calling me. And anyway, I reported them, and that was that. The other one was a lady named Barbara Schwartz. So it turns out, she's homeless and probably has mental problems. And the fact that Scientology would use her is really sick in itself. It just is. It's just not right. But she was awful. I mean, she was just awful. She would not stop. And it was like, where did these people come from? There was another lady, Diane Richardson. What was her problem with me? I never knew. It was just like out of the blue, she was there, and it was just like all day long, lie after lie after lie. And she was smart too. She knew stuff. But boy, I mean, the only person that helped me was Jesse Prince, who used to run the church. And he's just a sharp guy. And I called him up and said, Jesse, I'd get really upset. And he'd say, Tori, listen to me carefully. Step away from the stove. And that's really your best thing when you're in a snarl fest and they're picking on you. And, there's just like they're not going to listen. So the only thing you could do is step away from the stove. That's it. And go do something else and come back later. And my advice is stay out of Twitter because it is designed for that. It is just designed to pick the shit out of you. And for any of the guys that came over on the rating, Scientology in the 90s got me to open up these phony accounts so that my auditor, which is like a counselor, and my best friend could handle all the evil on the internet. And back then, none of us were on the internet. We knew nothing about it. I don't think most of them still are that are in Scientology. But because of that, they just started sliming the internet and later used those same accounts to slime me, right? It was just unbelievable. So yeah, I survived a lot, but my thing is like persistence and determination, and that's it. Oh, good. This is good to see. Yes, Mark did a great job of remastering Dancing in Boston, a goo Dancing in Boston. It was so great to see your younger self. You're adorable. Also, didn't know the org used to be in the Back Bay. I don't know the Back Bay, Keiko, but I'm glad you told me that it was in a different place because someone asked me that and I wasn't really sure. The Netherlands is 9 hours ahead. Okay, good to know. So if someone from the Netherlands, if they have a channel, I could have everybody go there. But, it could be just a person, and they don't want a whole bunch of people to come over. You know what I mean? I'm watching Mark Bunker's Magoo dancing in Boston. You're too cute. Thank you, Ted. I think we all were very cute when we were, 70 years younger. Or what was I? Dancing in Boston I think, 53. So 63, 73. So 73, 74, 75, 76. Yeah, so 23, 24 years. Yeah, it adds up. You look different. I know Hector used to always tell me he'd come over. He passed away years ago, but he would come to my parties and he'd say, Tori, you look exactly like you used to look when we were at Celebrity Center. And this was in the 70s. And I'd say, Hector, all of us look the same as we did when we were in the 70s because we've all aged together. It was like a lot of us that were in are still really dear friends and we've stayed together. So yeah, you look the same, but it's just because it's only when you look at pictures or like a video like that. And it's really funny. I was 100 pounds overweight. And I started losing weight, and I joined Weight Watchers, and I started losing weight in the 90s before I left, before I escaped out. And now I've lost a whole 100 pounds and kept it off for 14 years. So I'm very proud of that. But I'm so thankful that those photographs are not on the internet of me because I was huge. And it was like, oh yeah. It was just kind of the luck of the draw that it went that way. All right. This is someone sending love from Austin this evening. Thank you. Oh, Dan Walks LA. Hi. Did you have fun today? I was watching you a little bit. Yeah. I'll be happy when you come home. When are you coming back? Let me know. Autocorrect. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Janet. Look what she said to Saul. Her best friend's in Albuquerque now, and I told her to look out for Saul Goodman. That's good. Okay. Okay, question. All right, thank you for asking the question. If the lower levels don't know about Xenu, do you know about? No, none of that. None. What do they think of auditing is for? Auditing, you have to understand the lower bridge is just sort of like talk therapy. It's like if you've ever sat down with a friend when you were upset and you've talked it out and then afterwards you feel better. That's like how Scientology lower bridge is. It's just it costs money. Now, it doesn't have to. Like I co-audited my lower bridge. So instead of buying it in what's called the HGC, the Hubbard Guidance Center, rather than paying a fortune there, I got trained in it. And so then you would audit me and I would audit you. And it works out great because it's free. It really works out good. But it's just sort of like different things like problems and upsets that you might have had in life and secrets, things that you haven't told anybody. And, just kind of different things like that. They're different levels. And they have a million different questions about them that, you just wouldn't think of. And so that's what auditing's for. Everyone, I haven't run into too many people that go, I have no problems ever, never, not ever in my life. It's like most people have something that, especially younger, you have things that, are shifting around and someone says, well, is it like communication, finance, relationships? What would you say is the main thing bothering you? Well, relationships. Okay. Well, there's a chance we could help you with that. Why don't you come in? And you'll like it. It's really pretty. You can come to Celebrity Center and there's all kinds of nice people there, and so people just go, okay. It's not like everybody has too much to do and they can't come in. They do have too much to do and everybody is busy. But when it comes to helping yourself and someone says, maybe I could help you with that, it's kind of like, all right, I'll take a little time to go look. You think it's going to be short. You know what I mean? I call it the Scientology mind control train. And it's part of the trap, where it's like, hop on the train. It's just $40, and you can do the communication course. You'll learn some basic skills about communication, and then you get off. That's it. And so you get on the train and you're like, okay. And you meet all these nice people, because a lot of Scientologists are nice people. And so you meet them and you think, well, these guys are nice. I like this. This is good. And then you're coming up to the end of the communication course. You finished it. Everybody's like, yay, so-and-so finished their course. And hi, Jurgen from Atlanta. So Jurgen from Atlanta has finished the communication course, and everyone's like cheering. And they call it love bombing for cult experts, because it's just so much love on you. And you think, God, I haven't had any, I just feel so wonderful, right? Okay, so then let's say you want to get off the train, right? You're coming up to the stop and you're like, this is just my own analogy. It's not Scientology's, but this is what I think. And so you're coming up to the train stop and you're sort of like, well, I think I'm going to get off the train. And they're like, get off the train? What are you thinking of, Jurgen? You haven't even gone clear yet. You haven't even done your grades yet. And they show you the whole grade chart, and it's, it's huge. And, it's like, you mentioned that you want to do this, which is up here, and you're down here, and you just have to do your next step. That's all. Just do the next step. And you're kind of like, really? And they're like, oh, definitely. And by now, they know the kind of people that you like. And so they bring them by. And those people are like, oh, Jurgen, for sure. This is the thing for you. And you're like, really? And they're like, oh, yeah, 100%. I did it. It was fabulous. It really helped me. And part of that is mind control, because you really do kind of believe it really helped you. Did it? Temporarily, but not really stably. Not really, I don't think. But some people are positive it did. So there you go. Hey, Mena, good morning from Scotland. All right. So now, do you have a live stream? So when I end, I can send the people over to you. Do you have a live stream for that? I'm trying to find someone that'll work with. And you're in Scotland, so the timing would be good. But it just depends if you have a live stream thing. Late night with Magoo. Yeah, it kind of is. It's getting there. I gotta finish off pretty soon. Chow Chum. Oh, she lives in Minnesota. Wow, nice. Thank you, Kimberly. Did you send her all my love? I hope you did. I will. I'll try to. I don't know how. I think I'll be able to find her on YouTube, probably, because I wrote it down. Cricket is in Minnesota. There you go. How long have you been in Scientology? I'm not in Scientology. How long had you been in Scientology when you first heard about Xenu? Okay, I've explained this many times to many people, but it's like Scientology is like a triangle. So, most people get in down here. A lot of people leave down here. They get in, do a couple of courses, go, I'm out. Then other people that stay go on to the next things, and on and on and on. And as you go higher, you have to pay more money. It's more mind control. You don't know it's mind control, but it is. And basically, you're kind of losing, actually, it's really ironic, but you're losing your freedoms. So the only people that know about OT3 are at the very, very top of the triangle. That's it. All the rest of Scientology, they've never heard of it, or if they have, someone has taken them into a room and said, look, come on, do you believe all this stuff that these people say on the internet? Of course not. No, that's not what it's about. And they just lie through their teeth. And then you get on OT3 and it's like, it is exactly what those people said on the internet. But, Scientology is the way they are. So it's a big secret thing, Xenu is. So no, I hadn't heard of it at all until I did OT3. And I got it in 1969. And in 79, I did OT3. And that's when I found out about Xenu. And even then people go, okay, it's an evil warlord from another planet, and he's, you know, he's it's overpopulation. So you can read about all of this on this site. I'm going to put it up here. These guys made it for me. I love it. There, www.xenu.net. And that has OT3 on it in the handwriting of L. Ron Hubbard. So you can actually read. It's not that long. It's like 2 or 3 pages, but I would suggest it because it's kind of a crazy concept. So all right, Mr. Tony's here. Hi, everybody. How's Clearwater? I bet you guys are having fun. Okay, now this is a question. How old was Mike Rinder when he got in? And do you think he is a victim or a perpetrator of C of S, or both? Honestly curious to hear your viewpoint, trying to gain understanding. Thank you. Okay. I don't know Mike Rinder that well. So to answer that question, I don't know him. You know, how old was Mike? I have no idea. I think he was a young man, you know, like a kid, I think, but I don't know. Believe me. You can Google Mike Rinder and read how old he was and put in Google, you know, you can kind of read about his side of it and other people's side of it. Is he a victim or a perpetrator of Scientology, or both? I'd say probably both. Probably both. Because, you know, I can't remember if he was born in it. I don't think he was born in it, but he was very young in it. And so I don't like the word victim in general, because I just don't. I mean, you know, people say, because I have epilepsy, oh, you're a victim. And I go, no, I'm not. I'm a survivor. I lived through it. And that's the way I feel. So did he survive through some stuff? I think so. I think he had some very heavy stuff that I've heard different people say. I'm not an expert on him, so I don't know. And a perpetrator of CFS, or both? Well, he certainly was a perpetrator because he was the PR man for the Church of Scientology for years. So he had to be in on a lot of stuff that, you know, and that doesn't make it right or wrong, because he was in, you know, my analogy for any of the Raiders is the Truman Show. Have you ever seen the Truman Show? You know, with Jim Carrey, and it's like Truman was born on the show. He's the only person on the show that doesn't know it's a show. So that's just how Scientology is. It's very, very, very similar. And I think, you know, Mike was in that show, you know, and when you're in the show, you're doing the best you can do. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're trying to be the best Scientologist you can be. Now, you guys can go, oh, that's horrible and all that, but none of us had access to the information you all have. You have so much more information coming into the situation, whereas we were in the show. Do you see what I mean? Just like Truman. And it's kind of like people say, do this. And, you know, it seems like, well, that's a good idea. I mean, like opening those phony accounts. I mean, now I look at it and go, I can't believe I did that. But at the time, I didn't know anything about the internet. They said, don't look at it. My friend was going insane because they had drugged her and reverse audited her, but I didn't know that. And my best friend and auditor said, that's because she was reading the internet. So I thought, okay, I'm not reading the internet. So, you know, it's very, very insidious. It really is. It's tricky. So I try to give anybody who is in a cult a break. You know, I know these people. I know there's a whole big thing going on with Mike, but I just think, I don't know, like Graham said to me, because Aaron had said some things about an attorney, and I knew it was Graham. And then Graham helped Aaron when he was arrested. And I called him and I said, hey, what's going on? And he said, well, I try to keep two things in mind: forgiveness and doing the right thing. And I thought that's really a good way to live. It really is, forgiveness and doing the right thing. So that's the way I feel. you know, he, that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, hi. Everybody's saying hi to Mr. Tony, who's our Tony for everybody now. He's my Tony. It's never too late to live and learn new things. Absolutely. Yeah, that's my motto, is keep learning. As long as you're learning, you're alive. Okay. Question, what kind of work did you I think you mean did you do when you were public? Well, I was on staff for some years, not many years. I was on not NSO, which is non-Sea Org, at Celebrity Center, and then they canceled that after a year. So then I was NSO at AOLA, and then I got pregnant and I became a mom, and that was it. I was full-time a mom for 5 years. But then after that, and even then I was working, I did, and it's kind of ironic because it just is. But anyway, I did this multi-level thing and I made a ton of money. I paid for OT 1 through 3 with it. And it was called Slender Now. And at the time I was overweight, but I sold it, and I sold it to a lot of people, and a lot of people worked for them. So, and then the company went out of business. So there was that. And the guy in our group, we were all in our 20s, and the guy in our group started Herbalife, which I don't know if you guys even know what that is, but at the time we said, he said, I'm going to start my own business. And we said, what are you going to sell? And he said, well, I'm going to sell herbs. And at the time in the 70s, who's going to buy herbs? You know, it was like maybe a couple of people grew herbs in their in their kitchen or something, but it wasn't like a business. But I swear to God, the guy went out every single day. He had these bags of herbs, and he'd sell them on the street. He just started selling them and selling them and selling them. And now every time I go by that like 20-story building with the big giant sign Herbalife, I think, oh, because that guy made more millionaires than anyone. And I would have been in on the front line of it. I would have been a millionaire, a millionaire. But anyway, didn't do it. It's one of those things, shoulda, coulda, woulda. All right, this is sweet. Thank you, Janet. I'll pass that on to him. He'll like that. He already had his birthday's over, but he had a really good birthday. He had a big bash, and he looked like he had a great time. Okay, now here's this. I love you guys that go out protesting are friends of all ages. Me too. Youngest being Salomon to protesters like yourself. Age doesn't matter when you're all having fun together and making a difference. It's very true. It's just, I love those guys. And I don't know, I've never had a thing with age. First of all, I never have hidden my age, as you see. But my view is like, why? What's the point? So you have this giant secret that nobody knows. You're really 20 years older than you say. It's like stupid. So for me, that's the way I think. So for me, it's easier. It's just easier to tell people. And I just love the younger guys. I love them. And they're so kind to me too. It's really amazing. And we all have things to share with each other. It's really neat. Like I have things that I know that they don't know. Like I went and talked to that cop on Easter, and they were all like, I can't believe you talked to him. And I was like, he's just a man. You know what I mean? And it was like, I explained to him why, because Laura was using a megaphone, if you saw the Easter thing, and it was really, really loud, and it was like, and we were trying to talk, the two of us. And he was kind of ticked off about that. And I said, do you want to know why she's really passionate about and so loud about what she's talking about the kids? And he said, yeah, what? And I said, look down at the ground, and there's all bricks that were laid on the ground, and I said, and he'd already told me he had a 5-year-old daughter. And I said, imagine your daughter being 3 and she was part of creating this street that you're standing on now. That was her. And now she's out and her dad is still in. So she has a lot of passion going on. And the guy melted. I mean, you could see it in Streets, LA, who's one of our friends, took a picture of it. And the policeman saw it later and said, where did you get that? And he said, Easter, because he has a photograph of him just completely. I mean, you could see he completely changed from just like, these protesters to like compassion, understanding. So the next day, she went and talked to a policeman herself, because I talked to her about it. And I said, look, we can either talk to him or, just let the hatred go on. But why not? I'm a firm believer in education, in that like even I went beyond their barriers and everybody said, what happened? And I said, look, I walked in and these 3 police women were there and they said, that's trespassing. You got to get out. And I said, okay, let's get a couple of things straight first. These people that you're standing in front of their building owe me $1 million. And I only have one person that I'm allowed to talk to. No one else will. In 30 years of being in, no one will talk to me, nor my husband of 27 years. He divorced me and remarried. I said, so I'm here to get either my $1 million or I can talk to that one person. So, and you're a policeman, so you can make it happen. And she looks at me and she goes, that's not going to happen today. And I said, that's what they say every day. So today's your day and I'm here and I'm not leaving. And she looks at the men who'd been really kind of mean to me and she goes, leave her alone. I think they got it. You know what I mean? They understood. It's like, okay, I get it. So anyway, that kind of thing I can contribute, which is stuff that I don't think they would do. But they, the next day, Laura said to the policeman, because what they're doing now is playing this music, their music out their windows. And then we have to all mute our phones, or if it goes on YouTube, that's copyright violation. It's really shitty. Scientology, it's really, really shitty. And I know you're hearing this. So, it's really stupid. You're just creating bigger and bigger and bigger enemies. I told you when I was in, you are creating your own enemies. And here we are. I mean, I've been out 24 years. And have you changed at all? On things that we all the time get together and go, it would be so easy for them to change and, not be hated like you are. But you won't. It's like, what is that about? But anyway, that's your problem. You got to do it. So we all have stuff that we share, and it's a really good group. It's amazing. Okay, so now here's somebody with a question mark. Okay, what's the question? You got to write it out because we're not verbal here. All right, Twitter's a cesspool. I agree with that, Verity. Okay, this is from Kimberly. Tori Magoo 44, you got out in the early 2000s, not in the 2000s. I escaped out July 14th, 2000. Great channel. I'm interested in hearing your perspective. Okay, good. Good morning. All right. Chicago still adores you. And I adore Chicago. I grew up in Chicago in the suburbs, and I love Chicago. It has such spirit and amazing architecture. Those 2 things are my favorite things about the people and the architecture. All right, okay, here's a question. How often do you feel that you are in an environment socially, economically, and always free of cult-like attributes of human interactions? Seems to me cultish behavior is everywhere. You're right about that, but you have to understand the difference. Steve Hassan is a man who wrote many, many books on cults. And you can type in Steve Hassan, and his website is Freedom of Mind. And I really recommend you read it. But he talks about, wait, what did you say? Okay, yeah, he talks about how there's good cults and there's bad cults. And then there's really bad cults. And when I escaped out, by the time I got to Clearwater, these cult experts came in who that they're academics, right? And they said, look, there's a lot of bad cults out there, but the two worst cults are the Moonies, which Steve Hassan was in, and the Church of Scientology. Why? Because they build traps in your mind so you can't talk to other people. And that's very true of Scientology. And Steve said it's true of the Moonies too. So anyway, both of us got out. He's written a bunch of books and has the Freedom of Mind website. So I would recommend checking them out. Okay, so anyway, I hope that answers your question, YRB. Yeah, there are cult-like attributes, but they're not the same. Do you see what I mean? Like Scientology breaks up families. They stop free speech. They have medical abuse, which I was effective, where they made me get off my medicine. And now I have really screwed up short-term memory for the rest of my life because of what they did. They have fraud, where they charge tons of money for people and they never give it back. Now, that can be true all around society, but when you have someone declare you a suppressive person and no one is allowed to ever talk to you, ever, that's a little different than, oh yeah, I get overcharged, at this place or that place, or, whatever, different weird things that happen. You have to understand it's very different with Scientology and the Moonies, those two especially. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. Okay, they totally agree. Don't do Twitter disregard or read any of these blogs. I keep telling people, if it upsets you, don't read it. Good. Eyes on the prize. Good. I'm here to support the kids and stop the cult. Perfect. That's how I am. And support each other. Okay, Ted Mena is at Ted's just waking up. Okay. And Mena goes, my Tony. And here's Dan. All right, Dan walks LA. Leaving Austin, this afternoon, but traveling home to Rhode Island for a bit. I will be back in Los Angeles on the 24th. Looking forward to seeing you. All right, have a wonderful trip. Boy, you're getting around. And call me when you get back and we'll have lunch. Okay, there's a bunch of people saying hi to my Tony. Safe journeys. Dan walks LA. Yeah, definitely. Here's this from Holly. Safe journeys. Dan walks LA. Loved the squirrel hairs. Yeah, that's classic. Yeah, it was really classic. You did a good job in that area. That was really good. Okay, Ted fell asleep at 8:30 and it's now 3:30. Well, we're going to be conking out soon. And here's from Tony. Dan walks LA. Yo, Austin looks fun. Nice work. Yeah, I agree. Really nice work. I wish I could have been paid for all the hours of listening to my friends' problems. I'd be rich. That's true for all of us. Even in Scientology, where they charge every level, outside of Scientology, you're still talking to your friends and listening to their problems and not getting paid for that. Do you see what I mean? So it comes around. Windy City, I can still hear Tori's Chicago accent. Really? I've never heard that, but since I've been on here, people say they have. It was definitely stronger in her old videos from 99 to 2000. Wow. Interesting. That's really interesting. I'll have to listen to them. All right. Thank you. Okay. I think we're almost to the bottom. Congrats on losing the weight. Thank you. Bet you feel, yeah, definitely healthier. My mom turned 70 the other week and she's on Weight Watchers. Good. She had to start losing weight after breast cancer and on treatment. Good. So let her know about me. It took me a long time. I did it really slow. So I started at 53, and I think I made it to it was 53, and it was 1999 or something like that, 98, and I made it to my goal weight in 2010. So it took me a while, but it just did. I was working somewhere where they were feeding us all the time. They wouldn't really pay us, but they would feed us this really crummy food that was real high calorie and stuff. It was a nightmare. So anyway, I lost 60 pounds, and then I finally realized I am an endangered species. And I put that on my booth. I'm an endangered species. Do not set a particle of food on my desk. Happy birthday to everyone. I can't come to your birthday parties because I'd always say, well, I'll just have one piece of cake. And I can't. I'll end up having 4 or 5. So I do feel healthier. And tell your mother that I wish her well on it. The secret to it is staying with it. Flora used to teach me that all the time. If you don't check in, you check out. And I check in. I do. I go at least twice and I don't have to. Once you're at goal weight, you don't have to at all. But a lot of people stop and then they gain it all back. So I thought, I'm not doing that. So I go a couple times a month and check in, and I stay on top of it. I really do. It's a big win for me. Windy City, hey, thanks for kicking it in Shy. My Tony, he's saying hi to Chicago. Cool. I know, that's what my mother-in-law used to say. You could sell ice to Eskimos. Yeah, if I believe in it, I have to believe in it. I can't do it if I didn't. Didn't Jason Begay talk about how he didn't get out until 10 hours later when one of those elephants brought him around for a short visit? I don't know. I don't know on that. I'm sorry. I don't. My Tony, thank you very much. Haha, had a blast. Appreciate you. Holly Lewis. Cool. Yeah, you guys look like you had a really good time. It was fun popping around, seeing everybody. Okay, and there's 140 likes and 160 people in here, so that's good. That's very close. It is. So if there's people that are lurking and watching, thank you. And you can come out anytime. And please call your mothers for Scientologists that are out of touch with your moms. Just joined. I hope you're keeping well, Tori. Ooh, from Ireland. I am. I'm keeping well. I'm having a wonderful time with this live streaming. And please subscribe. When you say you joined, did you just subscribe or did you like the video? I think you subscribed. So good. Thank you. Welcome, Laura Bray. You lucky, lucky person. I love Ireland. I really do. I was only in Dublin, but it was fabulous. It was really fun, except I froze to death. Oh my God, it was cold. And it wasn't the winter either, believe it or not. But it's very close to the northern stuff. Oh, that's too bad. You don't have a live stream. I've been considering starting a channel though. Go ahead. Yeah, definitely. Because then we can pop these guys over there after I'm done. That would be good. Spartacus I am. I love the idea of sending the viewers to another live stream. I know I do too. I really love that. Denver J does that, and so do the guys in Chicago. So great to support the SBTV community. That's really good. I have to, I just don't know, it's going to have to be someone in another country for me because it's so late. It's like there's no one else up at this time doing live videos. Unless you guys can think of something where I could send people to go in the morning, I guess. But that'd be sort of, I don't think that would be do you think that'd be good? I don't think so. I was thinking the same thing. Been listening to SPTV for a long time. It might be time to start my own too. Yeah, do it, Ted. Do it. I mean, I just told a lady today, it's like, because she said the same thing. She was a young girl and she said, well, I'm kind of afraid. I don't know that much about it. I said, I knew nothing about it. It's sort of like I have a sign in my house and I look at it all the time, but it says leap and the net will appear. And you have to make the leap. That's the thing. You just have to leap. You set it up, you think of a name that you want, and then, just do it and send it around, bring it here, let me know, and, we'll work it out, but it'll build. You know what I mean? It's like, if you build it, they will come. But well, so it sounds corny, but it's true. All right. So Tori Magoo. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you. So this is Mike Rinder, was in his teens when he joined the Apollo. Okay. I thought he was a little younger when his parents got in or something. Anyway, there you go. All right, 150 likes now. Wow, we're at 158 people are here and close to 150 likes. Thank you. Thank you, Casey Knight. I don't know what WTG chat. I don't know what that means. Yes, I saw the Truman Show. Okay, good. Hans Christian Schwartz. I was trying to remember his age. Google it. Mrs. Google knows everything. You have to find the door of the sky to know you were in the bubble. Yep. It's a good movie. It really is. Okay, so now, thank you. This is nice. I adore your personality, by the way. So glad I found you. Yay. And thank you for explaining how you like your chat to go. You're welcome. Does that help? I guess it does. I mean, it's kind of because I have to. I mean, I just do. Otherwise, I can't remember what everybody said. Like if you start out saying, I baked, and then there's 10 other comments, and then you say a cake, I can't remember those. So that's why I asked for the full sentences. So sorry, April, I missed your comment. Okay. Forgiveness and doing the right thing. I agree with 100%, Tori. Thank you. Yeah, I do too. I think they're really, if all of us worked on that, I mean, just think of if every day if you went out and the people that you ran into just practice those two things, forgiveness and doing the right thing. And you did too. It would just be like, every time I do that, every time I forgive someone or forgive myself, I feel better. And every time I do the right thing, I always feel better. So I think that's probably universally true. Yeah, Herbalife was an MLM. It was. It still is. I think it's still going because every time they hear that I knew the owner, they're like, "Oh, you've got to come back," and I'm like, "No." You had to dabble with it. All right, Mena had to dabble with Herbalife Pyramid Scheme. Yeah. I think my aunt got, what did your aunt get? Herbalife at some point. Yeah, it was popular for a while. I think it was in the 70s, 80s. Don't most women stop lying about their age after 40? I never lied about my age, but I think people that are going to lie about their age are going to lie about their age until they die. I'm looking up right now how to edit videos. I might actually do it. All right, there you go. Good, Ted. Well, you have to let us know so we can pop over to you. Now, where are you located, Ted? He's got to let me know. Is Herbalife where all of the CalMag comes from? No. CalMag was originally, I think, I mean, it's sort of like from nutritionists, but Hubbard was really big on pushing CalMag. with a purification rundown. But I don't think it was from Herbalife, no. This is so funny. It's so fresh and delightful after all this time. Wonderful. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see all his videos. It really will. Congrats on the weight loss. Thank you. It's been a big accomplishment, and I really did it because I knew I was going to die if I didn't. I was 160 pounds overweight, and I just thought, I'm not going to live. And my dad died of a heart attack. So I thought, I'm not going to do this to my son. And I realized I don't know how to eat. So that's why I joined Weight Watchers, because I thought I have to learn how to eat. And you know what? They taught me how to eat. It was really outstanding. It really was. Okay, give them a chance to show the humans behind the uniform before judging them for the uniform. Fair enough. Fair enough. Are you getting this, Hosa? All right. I'm not sure if they are. I doubt it. Yeah, they're hooked on the stuff. Okay, this is, I think, Eddie, you're talking to someone else, right? I'm not sure what that's about. Someone else is saying hello to Hi Osa. They're creating their own reactive mind. Yeah. Okay. I got to get down to the bottom on this. 160 likes. All right. There's 160 people in here and 160 likes. Woohoo! We're finally catching you live. Wonderful. All right. So now I'm at the bottom. Have you ever seen Betting on Zero? It's a documentary about how Herbalife really takes advantage of so many, and especially immigrants. That's crummy. Well, I'm glad I didn't get in it then. Ted S., I haven't edited it literally decades. I just go live every night, but I know that's not for everyone. Whatever you do, just take the first step. You can do it. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, hey, it's Chow. Hi. I didn't even say hello to you. Hello. Thank you for sending what did you guys call him? The raid. You sent the raid over here. I never even heard of the raid. Thank you, Chow. That is so cool. Yeah, I agree with Chow. Now wait, I must have missed your arrival. Where's Chow? Where did you arrive? It's become, and I'm grateful every day for it. It could take some time, but it's worth it. Yeah, I agree with Chow. It really is. I was terrified. This is Chow. I was terrified when I started my channel, and I still don't know how to do anything, but it's blossomed into a gorgeous community. That's how I feel. I really don't know, I know very little about what to do. If, DOA and Jessica and Laura came over and got me started with a few things. Jessica came first and interviewed me and showed me how live stream works. But, other than that, I don't know how to do all the flashy things, the editing and stuff like that. I don't. But Mark, it'll be fun to watch Mark's because he does. He has an Emmy he won an Emmy for editing. So he's good at it. Hey. So here's someone saying hi to Chow. Hey, Kimberly. All right. Well, I'm glad you arrived, Chow. I didn't even... sweet sleep, Tori. Okay. Well, thank you, Chow, very much for coming here and for sending the raid here. This was my first raid that I've ever had, and I love it. It's a great idea. We're just trying to figure out now, like I have to go to bed, so we're trying to figure out for anybody like a lot of times I have people from other countries. So they're in other countries and they're up, but I have to find someone that has a channel, because otherwise I can't send the people over there if they don't have a channel. Do you see what I mean? So I'm trying to find someone to continue it on, because I like the idea of sending on the rating thing. That's a good thing. All right, good ideas, good ideas. Okay. Okay, now it's 176 likes. That's good. I thought that automatically updated in real time. Apparently not. Now who was it that what did they do? You may need to refresh. She's at 181 likes now. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, I see. You have to refresh. Yeah, because mine says, well, I don't have any for the likes. Okay, way to go. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. Way to go. I knew it was something simple. Yeah, I agree with you, Chow. I really do. It's a wonderful thing. I love seeing all these people. It's really fun. We have a good little group here. So you're welcome to join us. Yeah, I think I already read that. I read that about the betting zero. No, but it looks like a good one. Jessica Sniffle. Tori, thank you for sharing your story and always supporting the new streamers. Sure, I appreciate it. I really do. Okay, now here's Chow. Hi, I just kind of snuck in. I hadn't heard of the raid before tonight. Really? But I knew exactly where to send people the second I heard about it. Wow, that's cool. It sounded like something they've been doing for years. I was like, they'd say, "Oh, we're on a raid from Chow." And I'm like, "Who's Chow?" I didn't even know you. I don't even think. Have we met before? Let me know, because I've got to come to your site and subscribe to your site, and you've got to come subscribe to mine. Anyway, awakened by the looking glass. But thank you for the rating. That's fun that you just heard about it tonight. And thank you for sending everybody here. It was really fun. It was a big surprise. It was like, wow. That's the thing about, I love this whole live streaming. It's just sort of like there's always newness to it. It's very fresh, and it's just like we're rating. It's like, okay, in my day, rating was a bad thing. It wasn't a good thing. So I was like, uh-oh, are they coming here to pound me or what? And they said, no, it's a good thing. So that was good. Chow's merry band of raiders. I know, it's so cute. Very sweet. Maybe in the future we could raid. Oh yeah, Fluffer, someone in the UK, because it's daytime there. That's a good point. Yeah, that is a good point. Thank you. That would work. Artsy on the right now. Her channel is, oh, okay, here's one. Here's Artsy Tartsy is on right now. Her channel is SPTV Never Ends. Okay, so if anybody wants to raid over there, they can go there. Again, it's a person I don't know, so I don't. It's a little awkward for me because I don't know them, but you can go over there and try it out and see. Back when I used to stream on Twitch, okay, another live streaming website, rating other channels was one of my favorite things. Members of the community showing support for each other. Oh, that's so nice. See, I've never heard of it. That's really nice. Yeah, I love it. I love the idea, and I love passing it on. It's really cool. That's a good idea, which Chow said. It looks like Artsy's still on. Okay. And we have to find out where Artsy lives, though, because they may still be on, but they might be just about ready, like me, to go to bed. So you have to find out what country they live in. SP Never Ends is still live right now. Okay. All right. Well, if anybody, when I'm gonna get off soon because I've got to go to bed. Good deal. SPTV Never Ends tends to go live after I sign off, but I love the idea of creators sending their audience on to the next place when they sign off. I do too. I really do. It's really a very creative idea. And thank you, Chow, again, and everybody that came here. Now it says Jessica Sniffle, Palmadessa in the chat. So she's here? Is this you, Jessica? You're now Jessica Sniffle? No, she's Jessica Palmadessa. Yeah, this is good. Do you see her in here though? Jessica Palmadessa? Wait, is she here? She is. Hi, Tori. Hey, there you are, young lady. How are you? Boy, you had fun last night. If you missed her thing last night, go watch it. That looked fun. It really did. I mean, you guys were crazy. It was really fun. Well, anyway, definitely subscribe to Jessica Palmadessa because she is a character. And that's all I'll say. We're trying to find someone, Jessica. These guys, Chow finished his chat and he sent everybody over to me as a raid, which I hadn't heard of, but it's where they just keep passing people on to the next thing. So we're trying to find someone now that'll be on for another hour or two. I don't think there'll be anybody here in the United States, but maybe another country. So do you know anybody in another country where we could send anybody that wants to stay up? Let me know, Jess. You can type it in the bottom. Good deal. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad Jess is here. Okay, we have not met before. Okay, good. But I'm friends with our dear, oh yeah, Doug Kramer. We were just going to do a video together. I really liked him a lot. I was listening to some of his old videos though, because I miss him. So I do that. And I know how much he loved you. Yeah, we really did. He was a very wonderful person. I've been subscribed to your channel for a while now. All right. Well, thank you, Chow. This is really a fun way to meet with the raid. What fun. I'm like, how did this happen? You know, it was really cute because a whole bunch of people came on. They said, we're from Chow. Thank you for sending him over here. That was very kind. It really was. Artsy channel is brand new. Okay. Jessica Sniffle. Oh, and wait a second. Jessica Sniffle. Oh, you're putting Jessica Sniffle. Is a hero. I gotcha. Yeah, she is. She's a character in many ways. Many good ways. I had to put some of her old TikTok videos on my Facebook so I could watch them again and again because they're so funny. That one with, I forget the lady's name where she's doing the sweeping. Oh, God. I thought I'd die laughing when I first saw that. I just thought, I can't believe it. I think Artsy lives in Florida, but she's a night owl too. Yeah, but night owls, you know, like how late a night owl? You know, it's just sort of like we really need someone in like London. That the UK thing is a good idea because that's where everybody can go. If anybody, I'm going to sign off, and anybody who wants to continue can go over to Fluffer Squirrel UK and just say we're rating over here from Tori Magoo 44. That would be so fun. I love that idea. And she'll be, you know, that'll be a good time for her. The real Jessica is Jessica Palmadessa. The real Jessica is listening into. Thank you. Yeah, you guys look like you had a wild time last night. I watched a bunch of it. It was really crazy. Yeah, she is awesome. I agree. Now this one says, Jessica, hint, hint, go live. Well, she's here in LA, so I don't know how late you're staying up, Jess, but if you want to go live, these guys can all pop over onto your side. Now what did this person say? All right, good job. Wonderful. Wow, that means there's some people that are watching, I think, that aren't signed, they can't put their names on it. And I'm really happy that you guys came, and I'm happy that maybe there's people looking in, because you know what? You can just walk out the door. That's the best news of the day. Is the way out is not the way through. The way out is the nearest door. Just open it up, walk out. And they can't touch you. They can yell at you, but they can't touch you. And if they do, you can call the police. And you have every right to call the police. Hubbard was absolutely wrong on that you can't call the police. And we know that from all the Danny Masterson thing. Okay. I got that, Jessica Sniffle. You're not the real Jess, but Jessica Palmades is the real Jessica. See, here she is. Okay. Okay. See, here she is, the real Jessica. Real Jessica is listening in too. Yay! So she's probably going to go to bed too, though. So I think we need someone, like she said. I don't, but the idea sounds awesome. It is. It's an awesome idea. So I think Fluffer Squirrel UK, if anybody wants to stay up, go over there and just say we're rating from Tori Magoo 44. I love that idea. And then the day we can just keep doing it. It's really a great idea. All right, so I'm going to sign off and go to bed. Thank you all for coming. And tomorrow's what? Monday. Ooh. That's all right. I had to finally get over I hated Monday because it's the beginning of the work week. And I finally got over it and just went, hey, because I realized half of my weekend was spent worrying about getting up and having to go Monday, the whole thing. So I finally just started going, I love Mondays. And it worked out great. It's like Monday starts, it goes through, you're done. And then you just have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then it's Friday. There you go. Rest well, Tori, and sleep sweet. I will. And Patrick, it's tax day. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for all of you for coming. And thank you, Jessica, for swinging by. That was really fun to see you here. Jessica Palmadessa and Jessica Sniffle. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to sign off. And thank you to everyone. And ciao, I'm going to go over to your thing and subscribe. There you go. All right. I love you guys.